to understand about Joseph. It's the reason why we have the Joseph and Mary story. Moses is also the reason why we have the crucifixion story. All these things are Moses' teaching.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Ay Rafiq,
You
kullu
know,
barakatuh.
I gotta lock my boxes, y'all. I gotta lock my boxes. So, so what we have to understand, Moses spoke in parables also. Moses' writings are in parables. The priests, all priests spoke in parables. Moses's, they all spoke in parables. So Moses' writings, Adam and Eve, Cain and Abel, Jacob and Esau, these are parables and teachings about the latter times when God's prophecy was going to be fulfilled. These are not history writings. Joseph is not a history story. This is the Joseph story. That's why the New Testament is about what? Joseph and Mary. Where did Joseph come from? Joseph came from a virgin birth. His brothers was of a defiled birth. His brothers was of false information. Joseph was of the pure information. The virgin, the undefiled. Wisdom can be defiled. Wisdom is defiled right now. So when you read this Bible, you're reading Joseph's dream. Whether you're in the New Testament, whether you're in the Old, it's a parable. Visions and dreams. Who was going to interpret the dream? The one from Joseph, the son of David. So man, I'm gonna start it. I'm gonna start at 37. You know, I didn't taught this before, y'all. I'm gonna probably stop at probably about 17, but as I go, you know, we're gonna break it down. We finna show the world what they doing to Joseph. Now Joseph walking the earth. He's not in a book. He didn't live in Egypt. However many years ago we want to put it. You know. Oh, if you're not speaking, y'all mute y'all mics. So it says, now Jacob lived in the land where his father had sojourned. What? How we got here? We sojourned here. Ain't we the seed of Jacob? Is not we the seed of Jacob? So what? This where what? We sojourn at. The land of Canaan. The children of Abraham. These are the records of the generations of Jacob. Hold on. So
don't do it, Tim. Get him out first before you do assessment. All right, go ahead.
These are the records of the generation of Jacob. Not understanding, Jacob represents what? The generation that was going to be in trouble. Jacob's trouble. So what Moses is talking about? Jacob's trouble. So it says Joseph, when 17 years of age, was pasturing the flock with his brothers. Now they pasturing the flock. You think they had cows. What this book about? The shepherd of the sheep. Who is the great shepherd? Not the philosopher. Everybody want to be a great philosopher. What the hell is you philosophizing? Everybody want to be a great philosopher. So it says, Joseph was 17 years of age and was pasturing the flock with his brothers while he was still a youth. You know, he was in the manger. He was just born. It say, along with the sons of Bala and the sons of Zalaphi, his father's wives, and Joseph brought back a bad report about their father. A bad report about them to their father. So Joseph came back with a bad report. What's the bad report? They lying. They leading the sheep to the slaughterhouse. They not the shepherd. They say the shepherd coming back.
Ain't that's what you doing?
So
to the people on bingo? Ain't that what you doing, host, to the people on bingo, tricking them?
So right now, it's a bad report being brought back to the father. By who? Joseph. It say, now Israel loved Joseph more than all his sons. So ain't nobody highly favored no more. Ain't nobody highly favored? Who was the highly favored one? Was not Moses highly favored? When your mother got kids, is not the firstborn giving the instructions of the house? That don't mean the mother don't love the rest of the kids. But the older, the firstborn got what? A little more knowledge. He got a little more sense. So he been given what? Authority. He been highly favored over what? The rest of his brethren. Now remember, the firstborn don't choose the three firstborn. That's chosen by God. It says, now Israel loved Joseph more than all his sons, because he was the son of his old age. And he made him a vector tunic, a coat of many colors. Now he was the young brother, but he was the firstborn among his brethren by the Spirit. We're not talking about flesh. We know Joseph was one of the youngest, next to Benjamin as the younger. But by the Spirit, Joseph was older. Because it's not about the physical person, it's about the spirit that the person come in. So I say, his brothers saw that their father loved him more than all his brothers. So his brothers even seen his what? His majesty. It ain't that they couldn't recognize it, they seen it. But their hearts wasn't right. See, they had wickedness in their heart. Now you can't walk with the Father with wickedness. You got to be pure. You got to be golden. See, the fire don't burn the golden. It make them shine brighter. You know how you put the heavy to low? Or they say when you weight on my shoulders, bring out the best in me. The ghetto got me catching up to God quicker. Y'all know them old sayings we used to say? If we wasn't never in the ghetto, we probably would have never even what? Called out for God. We probably would have never even thought about God. So sometimes worse conditions bring out the best in a person. I guess that's why the Father blues the Son, huh? So it says, his brothers saw that their father loved him more than all his brothers. So they hated him and could not speak to him on friendly terms. Now the brother man came in and said, brother, every time I come in your panel, it's an argument. Well, we're trying to inform the brother what prophecy is, not what feeling is. So it says, so they hated him and could not speak to him on friendly terms. So every time they talked to Joseph, it wasn't going to be friendly. How it was going to be? They was going to be hating him. They was going to be slandering him. They was going to be spitting on him. They was going to be throwing stones. It wasn't going to be a friendly conversation when they was going to interact with Joseph. Who told us that? They told us it was going to be peaches and cream when Jesus come though, huh? It's peaches and cream when Jesus comes. That's not the prophecy of what? The prodigal son. That's not the prophecy of what? The stone. That's not the prophecy of what? Joseph. Which is the stone that the builders refused. Go ahead, brother. You got about a minute because I'm reading. Go ahead.
No, because like you said, it's never going to be. Nobody's never going to like the person that brings the judgment. Nobody's never going to be that person's friend. Nobody never going to want to talk to that person in a way. If it's you're bringing the judgment, like Joseph was the brother that brought the judgment to the rest of his brothers. That's why I was never on friendly basis. Because that's what I'm gonna let you finish. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
So remember, the anointed one, nobody will speak friendly to. Verse 5. It say, then Joseph had a dream, and when he told it to his brothers, they hated him even more. So they was already hating on him. Then when he started talking to him, it fueled more hate. This thing, we ain't talking about the white man. We ain't talking about the Chinese man. We're not talking about the Arab. We talking about his brethren. They hated him. Oh. So how you know who Christ is? Who the one they hate? That's done no wrong. That's done no harm. So it says, he said to them, please listen to the dream which I have. Please. Cry out. You ever heard when what? Thugs cry? You never Pop wrote the song? This is how thugs cry. Let the little children hear what? The thugs cry. The ones from the gutter that made it. Yeah, we made it. No suit, no tie, no degree, no school, no fancy words, no having to pass the bar. We didn't pass the bar.
He's coming back with the new song, right? The new gospel.
Escape jail. Escape poverty. Escape the system.
You're on the Roman Catholic Church doctrine.
Escape the pastors. The pimps. Drug dealers, we escape all that. And now we made it. They say God works in mysterious ways, huh? Yeah, we made it. Yeah, we made it. So Joseph said, please. So this world finna what? Little boys and girls finna listen to the thugs cry. Not to politicians cry. Not to stars who complain about their problems. Who gives a damn? Now the world finna hear the thugs cry. The thugs are crying right now. The ones from the gutter. But we made it. Sickness. All that. We made it through. So it say, please listen to the dream which I had. For behold, we were binding shells in the field, and lo, my shelf rose up and stood erect. That means Joseph stood up solid. Stand up, man.
Okay, so if you know that,
not a man that sit down, but a man that stand up. So it says, and behold, your shelves gathered around and bowed down to my shelf. So what shelf did they bow down to? Joseph's shelf. Now remember, the brothers had already hated him 2 times. One, because the father loved him. Next, because he told him he had a dream. And what the dream was caused them to hate him 2 times. So it says, Then his brother said to him, are you actually going to regain over us? This is what the brother, after Joseph told him the dream, because the dream was interpreted, Joseph was finna be king. His brother, you finna regain over us? So if Christ was walking earth right now and talking to the people, what would Christ be telling the people? I'm king. What he gonna say? I'm a prophet? What he gonna say? I'm a teacher? What Christ gonna say? I'm a pastor? What would Christ actually say if he was walking earth? Would not Christ represent king? He never said he was king. Okay. So it say then, I'm in verse 8. Then his brother said to him, you are actually going to regain over us? Are you really going to rule over us? So they hated him even more for his dream and his words. So they hated him more.
Joseph never exalted himself, though. They said that about him. Joseph never said that about himself. Joseph never exalted himself one time.
Okay.
Look, even when he was sold to the Ishmaelites,
hey,
he could have easily told them that he was the son of Jacob and who he was and all his glory. But he didn't do it, did he? Because he knew he was highly favored.
Listen.
He didn't do it.
Listen, brother, listen.
He didn't say, I'm a king.
Listen, brother, listen.
My bad, go ahead.
He did tell them that. That's why they hated him. That's why they hated him. Yeah. So it says.
Who the Egyptians?
No, his brother.
When he was sold to the Ishmaelites, did he tell them that who he was?
Okay, brother. All right. Okay. So verse 9, it say now he still another dream and related it to his brothers. So he related this to his brothers. And said,
right.
Lo.
He never told the Egyptians who he was.
So, lo, I have still another dream. And behold, the sun and the moon and the 11 stars were falling down to me. So we all know, y'all, the sun and the moon can't bow down to a physical man. So the star, the moon, the sun, the moon, and the 11 stars representing the priesthood of God. Joseph, brothers and sisters. So it says, he related it to his father and to his brothers, and his father rebuked him and said to him, what is this dream that you have had? Shall I and your mother and your brothers actually come to bow ourselves down before you, the ground? So it's already breaking down what the stars represented. So it say his brothers was jealous of him, but his father kept the same in mind. Then his brothers went to the pastor of their father's flock in Shechem. Israel said to Joseph, are not your brothers pasturing the flock in Shechem? Come, and I will send you to them. And he said to him, I will go.
That's all you can say. That's all you can say.
Let me tell you.
This man is disrespectful.
But so where I was. So actually, the father sent Joseph to the flock. I'm in verse 14, Genesis 37 and 14. It say, then he said to him, go now and see about the welfare of your brothers and the welfare of the flock, and bring word back to me. So he sent him from the valley of Hebron, and he came to Shechem. A man found him, and behold, he was wandering in the field. And the man asked him, what are you looking for? He said, I am looking for my brothers. Please tell me where they are pasturing the flock. Then the man said, they have moved from there. For I have heard them say, let us go to Doan. So Joseph went after his brothers and found them at Dozan. So y'all know, if I keep going, that's when they put Joseph in the hole and sent him to Egypt, which represents simplicity and all these things, and then Joseph became king. But I wasn't going to read all 36 verses, y'all. I just wanted to I wanted to get to the point of, like, these are, a lot of people read this as a story right now. A lot of people going to take this, read it as a story, and put it in history as it happened. But stories are not real. Now, stories can have meanings. That's why when we say a lie is a story. So what they did, they took stuff with meanings and made it a story, and they lied to you. That's what a story is. A story is a lie. So they took something that meant something and gave you the story. And all we believe now is the story. We don't know what none of these stories mean. So when I come giving the meaning of the story, I look crazy. Everybody knows the Joseph story, but everybody don't know the meaning of it. Everybody knows the Joseph story, but nobody knows the meaning of it. Everybody know about the virgin birth. Don't nobody know the meaning of it. So if you don't know the meaning of these things, then they are void. It's a story. That's the first thing we would say when we were kids. Don't tell me no story, because in my family we couldn't say lie. You can be like we somebody lying. No, he telling the story. Because you don't really know if somebody lying or not. But he telling the story, and when somebody telling the story, that really means, look, there's some fiction to it.
The reason why I went on there was for the other guy. The one that called himself Messiah.
The one that got the petition?
Petition.
Yeah.
And then he zoomed out.
بس بكل معي الزر. السلام عليكم.
Peace.
ها؟
I said greetings, peace.
السلام عليكم.
You speak English?
أتكلم إنجليزي. Hi, how are you?
I'm good.
That's good. شو بتكلم حلو.
Huh?
بسم الله. ها؟
What'd you say?
اسمع لي أول شو بكل. What's her name?
Yaju Judah.
What's her name?
Yaju Judah. But
بس قال لي يا جماعة هذا كله ورا الشور ما دعيون.
So yeah, y'all, man, we just,
أنت قاعد شو ماشي ما تعلم محمد.
The beginning was gonna be the work, and the end was gonna be glorious. Like a long season, y'all trying to win a championship, and now it's finally Over.
What?
Do you speak English?
What are you saying? Huh?
You can't understand?
Oh, English, yes. No.
Oh. I speak English.
اوكي انجلش. اتكلم انجليزي. تعال اشوفك حبيبي.
But
yes.
So yeah, y'all, you know that's what we at, y'all. The spoken word is here, y'all. We must understand that the best thing we can do, y'all,
تعال
is
اشوفك.
spread. Hey, sis, you can't. You gotta mute your mic.
What?
You don't have to mute your mic. You can't talk when I'm talking.
Okay, no. I no speak. You see. تكلم. Say something.
So the spoken word is here, y'all. Like I said, we must share it. We must spread the good news. There's nothing better we can do. You must spread the good news. The word was not.
أسألكم بتاع شو بدك اليوم. نعم.
The word is not coming from a book. The word never came from a book. Never came from a book. The word of God always comes through a vessel. God don't change. God don't change. So any questions, y'all? Any questions? Yeah, man, they be tripping. They be tripping. Keep it simple. Oh yeah, y'all. You ain't hot? Oh, club, I forgot I even had a club on. But they bile in the end, y'all.
Hello.
You gotta bow to the truth. There's no such thing as not bowing to the truth. It's like looking in the mirror and denying yourself. You can't run from it. You can't hide. Everywhere you turn, everywhere you look, there goes the truth. Good old truth. The rest, the assurance, the knowing, the clarity. So I thought it was about the only story of Joseph. I did want to read Genesis 49 that talks about Joseph. Like a lot of people don't know Joseph is the stone that the builders refused, brother man. Joseph is the stone that the builders refused. So we're in Genesis 49. I'm gonna read the first verse, then I'm gonna jump down to Joseph part. So it say, then Jacob summoned. Can't eat that no cold breath. Then Jacob summoned his sons and said, assemble yourselves, that I may tell you what will befall you in the days to come. King James Version say last days. So we're going to jump down to 22. It say Joseph is a fruitful doe by a spring. Its branches run over the wall. The archers bitterly attack him. A shot at him and harass him. But his bow remained firm. Well, let's go back to the archers have bitterly attacked him. So they attack him what? Out of bitterness. Because it's the truth. The bitter truth. And then they harass him. You know, when the police harass you, then they ain't got no reason to be bothering you. So we go back to the vision of the dream. What was Moses teaching? About the last days and the dream and the vision of Joseph. So we go back to verse 37. and 4. It say his brothers saw that their father loved him more than all his brothers. So they hated him and could not speak to him on friendly terms. Bitterness. Bitterness. So we go to another verse. It say, then Joseph had a dream, and when he told it to his brothers, they hated him even more. So they hated him even more. Bitterness. So we go back to what Joseph say the anchors. I'm back in Genesis 49 and 23. It say the anchors bitterly attacked him and shot at him and harassed him. But his bow remained firm. That means he stood in battle. He remained firm. He didn't break. He might have bent, but he didn't break. So his bow remained strong. So it say, and his arms were ajar from the hands of the mighty one of Jacob. From there is the shepherd. From who? Joseph, the son of David. So it say, from there is the shepherd, the stone of Israel. From the God of your fathers, who helped you, and by the mighty, who bless you with the blessing of heaven above, blessings of the deep that lies beneath, blessings of the breast and of the womb. The blessing of your father have surpassed the blessing of my ancestors, up to the uttermost bound of the everlasting hills. May they be on the head of Joseph, and on the crown of the head of the one who is astonished among his brethren. Or the one who is distinctfulness among his brothers. The one that's separate. The one that's totally different. That's Joseph. Remember Joseph on the other side. Because he's different. Coming from a different place. So when you read these stories, y'all, these have meanings. And by most people do not know the meanings. They twist the story to their own destruction. I'm going to say it again. The Bible is stories with meanings. That's why it said, everything that's written about me in the law. Genesis is a part of law. It's the Torah. Deuteronomy is a part of the law. It's a part of the Torah. This Torah is written about Christ because these stories tell you, are written in parables about what Christ gonna do and the things he gonna suffer. So you are not reading history stories about things that happen. You're reading things that will happen. That's why I call it a script. So you don't teach the stories. You fulfill it, or you help people understand why they are written. But they trying to tell us we reading the word. What God will do. God has done, but what simply God will do. And we twisted it all up. So we just back to set the record straight, y'all. We back to set the record straight. Any questions, y'all? Any questions? Back on my bullshit, boy. I got stuck in my throat. Oh, I forgot what it was. Nobody want to deal with the title. Well, y'all, we got my YouTube on. And that's all I had about old Joseph, y'all. But like I said, that's why we had a Joseph and Mary story. Like I say, these are the mysteries of the Holy Bible that we really don't understand. So a lot of people arguing about the old and new, but Joseph came with the New Testament. Moses told us this in Genesis. But we think we got to get all the way 2,000 years later to get a New Testament. But Moses already foretold these things. You know, and by these things being foretold, people was able to give these things out because they knew these stories. You know, it's not a coincidence that you have a Joseph and Mary story, and the whole Genesis is about Joseph. They had a big famine in the land. Joseph was the only one with food. But these are parables, stories, which simply what allegory means, something that's written down with a secret meaning. The Humpty Dump story has a secret meaning. It's a kingdom that when it fall, it won't be able to put back together again. So the Humpty Dumpty story is a false story, but the meaning is real. And these are the Bible riddles that many have called ignorant. They called it foolish. They called it dumb. But these same dumb, stupid, ignorant riddles that we have been taught, the watered down version of, is finally coming true. That's why from the wise and prudent, these things are hidden and they are revealed to the babes. So the wise and prudent right now, they cannot understand these things. Those who are young in wisdom, those who are young in understanding, these things is being revealed to, just as is written.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
Would a dream itself be considered an allegory?
Of course. Yeah, a dream will be allegory.
Okay.
That's why the Bible is visions and dreams. Visions and dreams. Which a vision is a dream. You know, because, you know, visions have to be seen in the mind just as your dream is. When you close your eyes, you picture things with your mind. So your mind is also have eyes and ears. Your mind alone has eyes and ears. Because when you're dreaming, you can see and you can hear. But when you sleep, you can't hear nobody calling your name. But you can hear your dreams. You know, that's why I say the mind is a terrible thing to waste. So a lot of people understand when you listening to certain people, you taking in food for your mind. So if you eating the wrong food for your mind, then just like your stomach will be messed up, your mind will be messed up. Just by partaking in the wrong food. So your dietary law was very important. Even the one for the mind. Because if you had your dietary law correct for your mind, then you would never put the wrong stuff in your stomach. But you could be eating good, but defiling your mind. So you're really eating bad. That's why I say so. The dietary law of Moses. That's another. These are another parables Moses spoke in, telling you what to eat from, but not talking about your stomach, but talking about your mind. Well, Miss Kenya, you had raised your hand. You had wanted to speak.
Yeah, I thought it was a waving hand, saying hi to everyone.
Oh, okay, all right.
Peace and blessings.
Peace and blessings, Mr. Robinson. Peace and blessings.
Peace and blessings.
Peace.
Family.
You got it.
You know it.
Oh, Grace, can I say something real quick?
Go ahead.
It's funny that you said that right before I seen you on on TikTok or whatever, on Bigo. I did have a dream. It's funny that you say that, man. I had a dream like I say like a month before I seen you, and the dream was I was sleeping and I woke up, but in my dream I woke up and it was a new earth, like new moon, new everything, man. Yeah, bro. Then I woke up. Yeah.
Okay.
That really happened to me, bro. Real talk, man. I'm not lying to you, bro. That's why I know you're the Messiah, because how everything played out with me, bro. Yeah. Just don't let y'all know that. I really had this dream. I'm not lying, bro.
Yeah.
And it was water everywhere. I can't remember the dream, the full dream, but I know this main thing. It was a blue planet and like a sun-looking planet, and it was just everything was new, man. I'm telling you, this is what happened in the dream. God be giving me visions, but I can't. When I wake up, I don't remember the whole vision. I'll try to remember the whole vision, but I just remember bits and pieces of it.
Yeah,
but I remember that. That was the last dream I had. Yes, sir. That was the last dream I had.
Everything new.
Yeah, everything was new.
Uh-huh.
And then from that point, I said something about to happen. Something about. I don't know what it is, but something about to go down. And all be told, you come through, man. This thing is real, guys. I better stop playing. This is no joke.
No, it's not.
It's not. He's the real Messiah, man.
That's right.
For real. Ain't no cap, bro. I'm 10 toes down right now, bro. For real.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, man.
Y'all better know it.
For real.
King of Kings.
Say this every day. Every day. I'm telling y'all. Warning y'all. So, yep.
Yeah.
That's why when people be talking about, oh, he ain't the Messiah, I'm like, man, y'all sound foolish.
I have no idea.
I tell them like this: if y'all don't buy now, y'all gonna back out later. I better buy now.
Crying.
Now,
Kind of breaking up. You're breaking up on us.
I don't have no more bad nightmares about this. I just be in your presence. I be in your presence. Man, that's the best presence. That's the best presence. The presence to be in is in Christ out to Judah, man. I'm trying to tell you.
I'm trying to tell you. You better see it. You better
Because
see
he's going to
it.
let you know the truth. He's going to let you know the truth, just what it is. He ain't going to lie to you, man. Y'all like the lies. You can't be lied to, bro. You gotta hear 100% true, whether you like it or not, man. You gotta eat it up.
Right. I like that one video. I think he did. Christ Judah did. I think it was about 9 minutes or something. And he was like, y'all better hear this. This the real. Oh snap!
And it's simple if you just listen.
Mm-hmm.
While he breaking it down and stuff.
Hey, it been times I done listened to a bunch of his messages back and forth, but every time I listen to him again, it's like something new hit me, or it's something that he said that I really pay attention, that I thought I was paying attention to last time. I like that one he did when he broke that 12 hour part down, man. That was amazing. So-called TD Jakes ain't never broke that down.
And
We already know
raid,
that.
I like about the raid coming. He
Right,
coming with
right.
the raid.
Hey, I like when St. James be like, I like the one when I play the one with St. James when he be like, yo, 1, Christ is gonna be coming in your days. 2, Christ coming as a thief as a night.
Oh yeah.
Oh, so that St. James. Hey, well, really be giving, he be like, night.
Night. Yeah, I don't get it. Night. Just don't get it. It's simple. They don't take time to listen.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Tell them again.
Don't make sense. Well, you gotta come humble yourself.
Right. They be having ears, but they don't want to hearken their ears unto the voice.
Got 2 ears for a reason.
They thinking they supposed to read and all through the scriptures and through the book of Enoch and all the others the scriptures, it keep telling you, listen to the voice. Hearken up to the voice. You can't get no simpler than that.
Telling you.
They don't get it, though. They don't want to get it.
Right.
And
And every time I listen to his videos or when I'm catching them live, man, shoot, I still come with my plate empty and my cup empty.
they don't want to listen.
Yes, sir. I don't know nothing. Only thing I know, Christ out Judah on earth.
Me too.
They gonna set you straight. Tell them that.
The kingdom of heaven.
Real.
Hey, I like that part when he got that video. He said, "Who anointed you, God or man?" And a lot of people they thinking God anointed them, but they anointed themselves. And then once they anoint themselves, they try to anoint other people, talking about, "Oh, you a minister? How you gonna anoint yourself? How you gonna skip God? How you gonna?" Now I know what Christ y'all do to be talking about. How y'all gonna on that video he made? Who anointed you, God or man? Now I understand how you gonna skip God out of the whole praise and then anoint your dang self. And then you got the nerve to anoint other people, or you think you anoint yourself and other people. Then y'all go to school to get you a degree, talking about you doctor, evangelist this and prophetess this, and then once you get your license, then you get your so-called church, and then you get paid for lying.
They don't require no school.
Big money.
I'm trying to tell
They
you.
don't require no school to make.
No, ma'am.
They don't require no school.
What's going on?
Christ y'all
son?
do the same, man. He said the last time I checked for my Bible readers, he said I thought it would have been God, man, and woman, and then the child. He said, man, nah, they got it so bad they skipped God. Now instead of saying God, man, woman, and child, now it's man, woman, and child. Then God. Y'all putting God on the back burner.
Yeah, they think the bad way slick. They catch it up with you.
Shoot, I ain't gonna lie. When Christ do get off, whenever he do get off, shoot, I'm gonna go back and listen to some more of his videos. Sure does.
Oh yeah.
That would keep me at peace.
I'm telling you.
And you gotta stay watching the video.
And I go to sleep so good.
Don't you know it? Like a baby. Sleep like a
I
baby.
go to sleep. Yeah, you ain't lying, Miss Roberts. I go to sleep just like a baby told the word, clean out my mouth.
Peace.
Mm-hmm.
God is awesome.
You better know it.
Yeah, you two gonna probably.
Who can stand against the king?
Hey, one day, King, I hope one day I can play some drums for you. I don't mind. Cause when I thought I was playing them for you, I was playing them for the devil. So shoot, why not play them for you?
Just had us out.
I mean, I thought that I was doing something.
All right. Have a problem.
I don't know whenever we can get a drum set, but you know what I'm saying? One day whenever you have the time, I show plan for you.
All right, bro.
I just gotta feel it. Everything is gonna be all.
And then what makes it so bad, I can play too.
You good with him, huh? Good with him. I believe, bro. I believe. Well, yeah, I'm finna probably. I'll take me a little break later on tonight, y'all.
Yes, sir.
Take me a little break. So.
You got it, King.
You know it.
Peace and blessings, y'all. Anybody got any questions before I leave?
I don't got none, King. I don't know about my other brothers and sisters.